Well, hello everyone. Here we are. This is an impromptu live. We just decided to jump on because we were off work today and bored. So yeah, we're here. Um, Nobody's watching now, obviously, because this just popped up. But anywho, um, here we are. Beckerman will be joining me soon. This was his idea, so yeah, more props to him. Thank you, Beckerman. It was a good idea. So I'm waiting for him to jump on here. Do, do, do. Hope everybody had a good New Year, good Christmas, good holidays, all that stuff. Um, for all you football fans, one more weekend, and that is it. Ooh, good afternoon. What's up, Jade? How you doing, man? Um, but glad everybody's Jade's here. Somebody else is here. Oh, there he is. There's my brother. There he is. Come on.
Hello.
There we go. You sexy man, you.
I was on my way, and then I heard the ding. I was like, "We're live."
I did. I was waiting. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna hit the button, and I hit the button. So
Thank you, Legion.
no,
Mark
not
with the
happening.
New Year's resolution.
Not happening, Mark. Not happening at all. I'm actually waiting to go see Avatar.
Oh, that's right. You're going to finally see it today.
Yeah, have you seen it?
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you enjoy it?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll go again just due to cost, but it's definitely a possibility. It's
My
visually stunning. It didn't hit as hard for me storyline wise as it did for Mark, but
mm,
the visuals are like a 9, 8, 9, and the stories probably for me, for my mileage, it's
damn,
about
Mark's going to see it for a third time tomorrow.
the story's like a 6.5, 6.6 for
Ooh,
me.
all right.
Yeah, that's probably where it lost me.
Mm.
I don't care about families. I don't know. That's not true. I just thought it would be interesting to have, like, I just want stories about loners.
Well, it happens. I mean,
Oh, the Kool-Aid's hitting good today.
the Kool-Aid's hitting good.
Every once in a while, you get that mix perfect.
What kind of Kool-Aid you drinking?
Oh, what is it? Tastes orangey. It's a citrus. It's a citrus blend.
Citrus blend.
I'm getting fruit notes,
Fruit
shades of the
notes.
Amazon.
Yeah.
I should review Kool-Aid like those beer people do, where they're like, "Oh, I'm getting like burnt caramel and a touch
Oh
of
God.
cinnamon and
Yeah.
earth tones." Yeah, I'm getting Kool-Aid on this part of my tongue, and more Kool-Aid on this part of my tongue. Yeah, I could. For me, a 10 is a score I'll never give out, because then
For
we're
visuals.
you can't go anywhere from a 10. What happens when the next thing comes out? Then your 10. What, you gonna go to a 12-point system? So
No.
I called it a 9. I could see going as high as a 9.1. To me, anything over, I do you know Barstool's pizza reviews?
I've heard of them.
Okay, so um, his system is kind of what I go by. To me, an 8.1, you go out of your way for an 8.1. Like, he, for his pizza scores, an 8.1 is worth traveling a couple of hours to go see.
Okay.
For the visuals in Avatar, I would travel 2 hours to go see that movie. Like, if I didn't live near a theater, I would drive 2 hours to watch
I think
Avatar. The story, not so much, but
I think what Mark was referring to is that with the current technology, there is no better film visually
and
than
see,
this
you don't
movie.
know that because it just hasn't been made. But that 10 locks you in. The 10
Yeah,
locks you into.
but until new technology is invented, once new technology is invented, then it, because
Good use of the word green. I just watched Valerian last night.
Visuals were green as fuck.
Yeah, they were solid 9-0, 9-1, 8-9
Okay.
maybe, depending on my mood at the time. Hey, Durs.
What's up, Durs?
Oh,
Thank you for the
we're
kind
just hanging.
comment.
I'm bored. I'm home. If anybody wants to jump on, let us know.
I posted. Yeah, let us know, and we will
Oh yeah,
send it
because
to
I can
you
send. I'll send
privately.
the. I can send the link now because you posted it.
Yes, I did.
So I know where to find it.
I posted it in the chats. Man, lots of comments now.
Yeah, Gene Malo's here.
Malo's here. Yeah, he is. Mark, just an
Yeah,
impromptu.
I'm off work today. I've been working all morning in the comic book room, catching up on Mark and so Legion of Comics and Sector. What's Paul's name again?
Sector 2815.
Okay, that
I
makes
think
sense. It's Green Lantern reference. I was just calling him Sector, but I know there's numbers afterwards.
that's okay, Mark.
Yep,
I got it right.
2815.
2815.
So
Bam.
Paul and Mark have been doing
The
a
deep dive.
deep dive through Dark Crisis. It's been going on for like 8 months. I
Mhm.
didn't catch it early, and the except for their Adams episode, I didn't watch any of them.
Mm.
So now I caught up today to I'm on like episode 7 or 8. I needed a break. My eyes, I was getting tired of bagging and boarding. That's what I was doing while I was watching it. So I hit you up
Gotcha.
to see if you wanted to go live. But yeah, it's been good. You know,
Well,
I
Mark,
said it on one of the videos. DC should hire. It's their fault for not paying Mark by this point. He would be a great ambassador, great content creator for him, and that's no joke. Like that guy has a passion for DC Comics
does.
that I've only had once in my life. When 52 came out, I
Yeah.
was so into 52 and so into DC in that early 2000s. I actually rearranged my work schedule for it, and
Mm.
like I would have my group of friends. We would go out to lunch together, then we'd go get the comics, and then we would all sit quietly and read them and discuss. It was awesome.
Oh, Mark, if you want to, go ahead and drop the link to you guys' deep dive to one of those videos or to Paul's channel.
Legion, I can jump on, but all you'll hear is dogs barking.
Yeah, I know. It's because of the kennel. But my dogs were there. I picked them up this past Wednesday.
Oh, that's right.
I was out of town, so Mark was taking care of my pups.
Oh, see, I don't do that anymore. Although coworkers all know I read comics, I don't bring them to work very rarely.
I take them to work. I read every now and again at work, like on a quick break in between things.
See, yeah, Mark started way earlier than me.
I know, Mark.
I didn't really I didn't have a pull list till 11.
So in case everybody knows, your Marvel and independent comics will be late this week because their shipping service sucks. But
Mine's already in.
what?
Yeah. I got this week's books last week. I've already read them for Marvel.
How?
It's inconsistent.
Wow.
Yeah, like Legion said, at
well,
80,
it's at Top Dog too. Top Dogs are going to be late.
Probably has more to do with your region than it does.
Yeah, probably. But
yeah, my guys never catch it, and it's fine. I have stopped saying their shop name because I don't want them to get in trouble. But
Yeah. Anyway, don't do
they
that.
they are none of them. Well, with the exception of the guy who orders, nobody in the shop really reads more than 2 or 3 comics a month. They're all Warhammer players
Ah,
and Magic and all that stuff. It's a game
gotcha.
shop that has comic books, but they're nice people that I know from the last comic store I went to here. And when these guys broke off and did their own thing, I went with them, and their shop is like 2 blocks from my house.
G Malo, drop the link to your channel, bro. He's got a bunch of unboxings coming up. Everybody should go check him out.
But anyway, because of that, I don't think they even know what release dates are. Like when they get them, they go in your box.
Hey, I guess that's good, I guess.
I don't know how strictly that's enforced, but I've like in the past I known shops that got in trouble for releasing early.
Yeah.
And by trouble I mean their reps probably give them a nasty email or something.
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, so I'm already done. I've read all my Marvel books for the week. I've been using all this holiday time off to catch up on my reading. I'm pretty much not behind on anything unintentionally at this point. If I haven't read it, it's because I don't want to. Distributors send out a broad email about once a year to not break street dates, and that's about it. Yeah. Have you ever been to a retailer summit? I went to one.
Gene, I have not sent that out yet. It'll get sent out by next Tuesday. I guarantee that. But
get on it, Alan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, me of all people. I'm the worst, but you'll get it eventually. I move in my own time. But yeah, I actually went to one of the most volatile retailer summits. What was it, like 3-4 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
When all the retailers flipped out on Jeppy. I was there. Had to get more mailers in. Oh.
I do not.
Even Legion falls behind. I always found him to be a pretty prompt shipper.
He ships on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
He says that to everybody. He ships on Tuesdays. If he misses it the first Tuesday, you will have to wait till next Tuesday. That's when he does it.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's his day off, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's the weekend, which sucks because
I'm able to ship during the week due to my job. That's it. I can make a quick stop at the post office, drop it off, and then roll out. I try and package everything up at the house. So then all I have to do is drop it off. So it's easier. I don't think anybody can be on it as much as Rob is, though. I mean,
yeah,
dude, he has those and it's like all the freebies. And then
he really does too.
You do give away a lot of shit. But Rob, man, for Only Slabs, you go check that out. You guys win that. That package will be in the mail that day, headed to you.
I once got a package from Rob the day before I won it. Like, that's how fast he was. It's like, what is this? And then the next day I found out I won. Yeah, Rob intrigued me with that pirate ship stuff, but it just was more complicated than I wanted it to be. So I stick with my current method of just going to the local post office.
I just use USPS.com. Print
Oh,
the labels
I
off
don't
from there.
do any of that nonsense. I just go there. I physically handle all my business. I don't print anything out. I don't do no fancy doodads.
No fancy doodads.
Nope, I'm not into that stuff.
Oh, in case y'all are wondering, the link for the Viking store is in the description below.
Oh yeah, for all your Viking merchandise needs.
Got a pretty cool mug on there, I have to say. I don't drink coffee, but I think I'm going to buy one anyway.
You don't drink coffee?
No.
Well, I'm into it. I like it. 1 cup a day.
One.
Well, I might not stay on very long, but if people show up, I'll talk.
Yeah, like you said,
We
everybody.
just recorded a bunch of stuff, so
Yeah, we did.
I don't really have anything to show off.
You have to be a mod, do you, Gene? All right. Well, hold on 1 second.
Yeah. Are there horned helmets in the store? I don't believe so.
No, there are no horned helmets. I'm sorry.
I hear Joe's making my back scratcher.
Is he?
Yeah. He's using his own hand for the casting.
Nice. That's awesome.
Pelts? Are there pelts in the
There are no
Viking
pelts.
store? You know, I'm kind of with Mark on this one. This seems kind of like not so much of a Viking store.
All right. Viking merchandise, like shirts. Buy shirts. There you go.
Not
It's
very
shirts.
Viking. You threw a few umlauts on there and called it good. I don't know. Hey! I'm a believer. I wanna like this stuff, but Mark's got some points. There's no pelts. There's no battle axes. There's no horned helmets. Can I buy a longboat?
No.
Well, that's unfortunate because that monastery out on that island is looking pretty cocky lately. Feels like they need a rating. Oh, Durs, you're good. Pop in and out. It doesn't matter. Like I said,
Exactly.
this could go on for 2 more minutes, or I could keep it running long after Alan goes to his movie.
That's right. He has the
He
control.
still can't drop his channel link. What the hell are you doing over there?
I just did it. I just finished it. You should be able to. You might have to go out and come back in, Gene, but try it there. Hey, Brian, how you doing, man?
Hey, Brian. Can you pin the link in the chat? Or do we not do that? Is that how you get?
You can put Gene's in there.
Oh, I don't know how to do any of that.
What?
I meant the link to this. If anybody wanted to hop on.
I don't want to do that. No.
Yeah, that might. If you want a link,
did
just
that.
ask.
Burke did that. It didn't work out too well for him.
Yeah, that person was masquerading as me too.
Durs going to see Avatar in about 15 minutes. We got to leave here.
Alan is the last person.
Pretty much.
Oh, Brian, the long wait for fantasy football next year. I'm currently getting drubbed in the championship game in my main league.
Kirk Cousins threw a long touchdown pass in garbage time. Should have helped you out.
Yeah, take your pants off. Hop on, Brian.
Yeah, sure.
Or just rip them off. All pants are breakaway pants if you believe in yourself enough.
Correct. Yes, there it is. It works. There's Gene's.
The only thing I would say, Durs, is the visuals, the 3D stuff that they like literally invented for this movie make it worth going to once.
The 3D.
But yes, the story is very meh.
I'm not going to
see it. It's a fistful of meh.
I'm not going to see it in 3D. I got
I
outvoted.
uncomfortably sat with goggles over my freaking glasses to get that.
What's up, Southpaw Brad? I got outvoted. When you take the family, you got to vote on these things, and I got outvoted because I
I
wanted to
say
see.
I say you start replacing family.
I wanted, yeah.
Be like, hey, we're going to 3D. I don't know where you guys are going.
No, she just said yes, so no.
She did say yes. If
Oh, just
if
so
you guys
everybody
don't
doesn't
know,
know,
Alan just got engaged.
I just got engaged. So she said yes. So actually, the very first thing she said, "Are you joking?" And are you serious? And I was like, "Yes, very." So, what's up, Roscoe?
I can more comfortably sit on your face.
Oh man,
He's not going to 3D. He's
no, I'm
silly.
not. I
And
wanted to see.
there's Roscoe. Anybody wants the link? Hit me up. I'll send you
Yep,
the link.
just hit him up and he will send the link over Instagram. Thank you, Brian. Thanks, Roscoe. Thanks, Brad. But no, she's they don't want to see it in 3D. I wanted to see 3D high frame rate. That's what I wanted to see. But I'm not paying to see this movie twice. I'm pretty sure it's still going to be good.
See, I kind of agree with Mark on this. It's not going to be as good. This is one that you gotta spring for the glasses, man. Make it. Oh, so Brian says bad
He
vision in
can't.
one eye throws it off
Yeah,
for
he can't
him.
see it in 3D. That sucks.
And chat just
Yeah.
shouting each other out.
Yeah, good. Everybody should be.
Yeah, and if you're all not subbed to Jean Malo, if we finally got that link in there,
It's in there. He put it
good.
in there. I added
Better
him as
have.
an. Why don't you put it in there? You're my admin guy. What the hell?
You should have shopped around better for an admin guy, because I don't know how any of that shit works.
I got you for the content, not the work.
Yeah. You got me for the deep knowledge of New Warriors. Oh, let's see what Legion just giving you the business. It's really about the whole experience, man. It's the theatrical experience that the 3D was seriously worked on to make this so much.
Yeah, I
Oh, that
understand.
sucks, Sean. I
They
know
they
that
do that.
YouTube does that.
Just can't wear glasses that long. Well, I wear
My problem
contacts.
is I can't see without these, so I have to go over the top.
Yeah.
Much like Sylvester Stallone winning custody of his child in a movie. Yeah, I think it's just one of those things you have to deal with, Jim. Yeah, not tech savvy.
You're right.
Not an expert. I mean, I know a lot about comics and comic book art. By the way, the new Puss in Boots got one of the highest Rotten Tomato scores of all time. I haven't seen the first Puss in Boots.
So for a correlation to that, so did the all-female Ghostbusters. And we know what kind of horror that
I haven't seen that one yet either.
Don't
I
even
probably won't.
don't even go if someone pays you. Someone could not pay me enough money to sit there and watch.
I don't really watch a lot of new movies anymore.
So no, it was
just
horrible.
comic book and
they forced everything. It was not good. I couldn't even finish the movie.
I don't know. Everybody said that Willow was terrible, and I agreed for the first 10 minutes. But I actually now like Willow. I'm up to date on it, and it's not bad.
I have not.
It's fun.
I haven't jumped on there yet because I love the movie.
I mean, I wouldn't say I loved Willow as that. I think that's why I don't mind this storyline, because to me, Willow's not a sacred movie. You know, and it was
No,
a
it's not.
one-off.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about when I met Warwick Davis?
No.
He's got like these really huge mitts on him. And when he shook my hand, his hand completely enveloped mine.
Like
Freaked me out, man.
like shaking the mountain's
It's
hands
like
when something
how are you
friends.
gonna be 3.5 feet tall, but you got hands like a 6'5" guy? Freaked me out.
Okay. He says that if you liked Into the Spider-Verse movie, then Puss in Boots is a must. Our work is
Okay.
exactly the same. All right.
Okay. I didn't mind Into the Spider-Verse. I
I like
found
that movie. I thought it was great.
the animation wasn't for me, but it fit the style of movie it was. It made me feel like reality was crumbling a lot with those noises they kept pumping into the theater.
Yeah. So is anyone going to jump on here? Because I got to
I
leave
don't
here.
know. We'll
I got to
see.
leave here soon. I was hoping somebody would jump on.
I think Brian's on his way. It's just
Is
gotta
he?
take him a while to get his pants off. I need one, buddy.
Nick, you need to jump on then, man. Hey,
Anybody
Warlord.
wants the link, just ask, or if you're in you posted it in the football group, right?
I posted it in the football group, the Burke chat, and Legion.
Hey, Warlord.
Not in the main Legion because
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not
that's right.
special
We're in
enough to
different
get in that one.
legions.
I'm not special enough to get into that
Mark,
one.
why aren't I in the same legion as my friend Alan? Don't move me groups though. Either move him or just leave him where he's at.
Oh,
like
really?
Yeah, I like to group them in. I'm trying to bring you with me.
Oh, gee, thanks.
I should get a +1, Mark.
Yeah, he should. Issue with the zipper.
He can't join. No.
You get the beans above the Frank. Movie reference.
Oh, let's see. Nick had his
500 subscriber
giveaway. Yeah.
I missed it.
Alan and Beckerman, do you like heavy rock?
Yes.
Do you like heavy rock, Alan?
Mm-hmm.
I'm all right with it.
Yes, I do. My favorite band of all time is Metallica. And they sprung open a lot of classic rock and stuff like that. Ozzy, all that. Ozzy, we know, invented heavy metal, so.
What do you like, Sean Mallow?
Yeah, what do you like? What do you listen to there, Beckerman?
Me? Little. A lot of Depression era blues music.
Okay.
This morning I was listening to
Brad, they're great in
Whitmore.
concert. I've seen them.
William Elliott Whitmore, if you've ever heard of him.
The Warning. I will check them out, John Mallow.
Southpaw Brad, awesome. I want to see Metallica this year.
Yeah. I don't do concerts anymore, but I did see them. So.
Oh, well, what time you leaving for your movie, sir?
In less than a minute.
Less than a minute. So
Yeah.
that's a last call if anybody wants to hop on. Otherwise, we'll probably end this.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
This was just to break up the boredom of my day off and sorting my comic room.
I'm killing time.
Yeah.
Martin TW. Will do.
Huh.
That was a long time ago, Brad. Ooh, that's so pretty.
Yeah, I love Bagley's Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Colored by Paul Mounts.
But I'm out of here. Beckerman, if you want to stay on.
See you later. I'll keep it on for a minute.
Yeah. But y'all take it easy and just end broadcast whenever you're done, bro.
Yeah, I will.
All right. Later, everybody. Later, bro.
Oh, and that's fine, Brad. Yeah, he looks like he's really gritting his teeth. Well, thanks for stopping by, Miss. So I'm not going to be on here much longer. Alan's gone. Bye, Alan. If anybody wants to hop in the next few minutes, go for it. If not, I'll end the stream. Alan really, Mark. Why couldn't we convince him to go to the 3D one? I don't know. Somebody else should start a live today. Oh, here's somebody. Well, look at this. Legion of.
Hey,
Hey, buddy.
how's it going?
Oh, it's going. What you doing?
Trying to turn my camera around. Hey,
Freaky
how's it going?
Louie. What's up, Lou? I'm going to just keep saying if anybody wants the link and can't see it in one of the groups, let me know. I'll get it out to you.
So how'd you get today off?
Me? This is considered a holiday at my work.
Oh, you got one of those lazy jobs?
Yeah.
They're
worthless.
Oh, it's our holiday. No, your holiday was yesterday. You were there for it. You experienced it.
Yeah, but Sunday's my day off. You gotta flex it over.
That doesn't make sense. The holiday was on Sunday for everybody.
Well, I'll take it if they're gonna give it. Let's put it that way. I still was doing a lot of work in the nighttime. I had to turn a project in.
I don't need to know about your nocturnal habits.
Yeah. For me, I was up extremely late. I was up till like midnight last night, which is like that's an all-nighter to me. Because I still wake up at 4:30 no matter what.
And I appreciate that about you. Yeah.
I usually message you when I wake up.
I was about to say, that's what I appreciate about you. You're the only person I know I can talk to when I wake up.
Right. I'm up and talking. Oh. And Cornet's on hiatus, so I haven't been listening to that. I don't do the omnibuses. Oh, hi, kitty. Are you going to groom that cat?
No.
Do you groom cats?
If they're willing to pay for it, but I price it where hopefully they're not willing to pay for it.
Is it that traumatic?
Yeah. Cats are terrible.
My cat loves getting in the water.
Well, grooming for me, I guess, like I'm just used to a different lingo. Grooming for me requires like haircutting.
Oh yeah.
And customers all the time will call, I need to get my dog groomed. Okay, you want a haircut or just the bath? So that's just like, I guess, our work lingo. Bath is one thing and groom is a separate thing.
Yeah, I'm not on the industry terms.
I don't know if I am either. I'm just on my terms.
No, I think you are the dog grooming industry.
Back at PetSmart, did they call bathing grooming? You know, like we look at it as two different baths and grooms. Just always two. Yeah, it's always two different things.
See, it's industry.
Yeah, this is the only job I've worked at in this industry, so I don't know how other people might do it or not do it. I just assume they're all wrong, though.
Mm-hmm. I do too. You're my go-to expert.
As with everything else in life.
I need to be groomed.
This hair is...
And that's right, everyone. Mark talks to animals. All matters.
You hear him? Can you hear that dog out there?
Uh-huh.
That's Rosie. She was standing up where she could poke her head over the fence and see me.
Can hop in stream if you want to see me get clapped at work.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah,
I'm
I
for
don't
it.
know what,
I'm
I don't
not
know
sure
what
what
that
he means
means.
by that, but I'm in.
It sounds terrible.
For him, might be like
Right.
watching a train wreck for us. I don't know. Go for it, Durs.
Yeah, hop on, man. We'll see what that entails.
Where was
Brother John,
Where was
I'm
Alan
just
off
going to
to?
keep saying it until somebody else takes us up on it. But if you want the link, let me know. Yeah. So, yeah, this is a weird week for me. I had intended on going to the comic shop on Wednesday, but now I don't even know if I'll go.
Why? Oh, because you already have everything.
I already have everything.
Yeah, I saw where they sent Paul all of like 2 weeks worth of stuff in one shipment that they would normally have spaced out before the New Year's, I guess, to try to combat the delays and everything from the holiday shipping. But he put up a post this week that the stuff in this area is running behind. Like Alan pointed it out, it isn't just one shop; it's the area.
See, and I think the other thing is, like with my shop, I wasn't getting Marvel books for so long that when all my Marvel stuff came in, it was ridiculous. They were having issues with Penguin Random House. They do three different distributors, which feels really inefficient to me. But they do Lunar, Penguin, and Diamond.
Yeah, it seems excessive. Depending on what
I
else
think
they
it's
order.
because Lunar's who they get their board games from. So it's and then, as I understand it, Penguin is a little cheaper.
If they're willing to put in the time, makes sense. I know the DC books arrived on time this week to my shop, but I think there's only like 2 books. This is a really, really small release week, which is sad. Like I was hoping that the publishers would really kick the year off with a bang. I mean, they ended the year strong. They ended the year so strong.
John, remember? Yeah, everybody. I don't know how to wrench you, and in fact, I don't think I have control of the YouTube channel.
You would have
Um,
to, yeah, you'd have to do it from your
but I
phone.
would assume everybody's all sub to each other in this group.
Still have to watch Rampage from Friday. Was it any good?
Yeah,
It
it
seemed
was
like
a
just
holiday show.
like
A lot of
Orange
wrestlers
Cassidy.
weren't there.
You have Orange Cassidy wrestling Trent just to make what's his face mad. Like
Yeah, Kip Sabian's playing them against each other or whatever.
that.
Muffin Top Taylor seemed really torn.
That Wardlow and Samoa Joe match from Wednesday was fantastic. Despite the storyline or whatever, like they both performed
Did they
really well.
have to piss all over Wardlow though? If that guy had any heat remaining, it's all gone now.
I don't
Like
know.
he had a after MJF's program with him, he had a rocket ship attached to him.
Mm-hmm.
And they just didn't capitalize on it at all. Look at FTR's down to one set of belts. They've lost their AAA. They lost their.
Ring of
They
Honor.
just have WP belts. That's right, folks. It's wrestling talk. I expect to see that number plummet now.
No, that's what happens when you leave us to our devices.
Yeah, if you leave Mark and I, that's the one thing I love that you got back into wrestling. I shouldn't say into it because you still watch wrestling. You still
Yeah,
like it.
well, that's what got me back into it because I still would watch it, but I would only watch retro stuff. And I was talking to you about that, and you weren't even prompting me to watch AEW till I was telling you about enough of the retro stuff, and you're like, dude, that sounds an awful lot like what they're doing these days. You would probably like it. And then you're like, plus Sting's there. I'm like, all right, I'll check it out.
Yeah, and that really sold it for you. I know.
Yeah, the
Yeah, we're
icon.
down at we went from 11 to 8. That's the kind of
Let's see if we
I
can get
expect.
6. Can we get 6 in the next 5 minutes?
Well, my thing is I'm surprised when comic book people don't like wrestling because it's very similar to comic books. There's a reason why you see wrestlers at conventions.
Mhm. I bet if we switch it over to Avatar talk, we could drop to 4.
Probably. Mad Spidey, hop on if you want to, man. Let me know. I'll send you the link. Unless he's at, I don't know what time it is for.
I think it's like
Melbourne time. I'm gonna end up having Melbourne time on my phone.
Wednesday the 3rd for him. He's 16 hours ahead of me, so he's 17 hours ahead of you.
I have it saved on my. Oh, it's 6 in the morning. Yeah, that's early. Yeah, that's rough.
I was so excited for Alan to see the movie, and then I heard him say that he's not watching it in 3D. And I'm not like this crazy advocate of 3D, but this is like a must see in 3D.
Yeah, I wouldn't really see the point of going to that movie without 3D.
Because you can buy the, unless it's just like you're ready to see it now thing. If it's you can watch it now or you'll watch it when it comes out. I mean, you can. I mean, I have a decent home setup. You know, I've got a 70-inch TV, 4K, and all that. So when I watch it at home, I'll have a more clear picture than I did on the large format screen. But when you watch it in large format with all the bells and whistles, that's the point of the theatrical experience, is to do it in a way that you couldn't do it at home, or just you don't want to wait. But Finn's been
Nick's Kicks says Mark went to see 3D's Nuggets.
These McNuggets.
Yeah, man. What did you say the story was for you? It was in the 6s, right? 6,
Yeah, I'd give it about the same 6 or 7, because I don't think that the movie tried to rely solely on story. Obviously not.
It is the kind of story you would like, though, because you're big on those like parent themes in movies.
Yeah, these kids.
It helps you connect to a story.
Yeah, in a big way. In a big way.
That's why you love Jonathan Kent so much.
I think so.
I mean, I do at least.
That's why Philip Johnson for me is like he saved Superman as a brand, as a franchise. Like he absolutely tapped into it in a way that wasn't done properly since John Kent has arrived. You know, like
I have no relationship with my father, but this is going back a ways. But that scene where Clark is drifting out and he's looking back and seeing, you know what I mean? Like, and he's seeing him, you know, from how far away. That's the kind of stuff that's been happening the last few years in DC that just grabs you by the heart. And the hug, the acceptance.
When he came home, when it starts with a flashback of John on the farm, overwhelmed by his hearing kicking in, and Clark rushing out there to pick him up and hold him tight. He's like, just focus on my heartbeat. And you just see the panels thump, 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 thump. Then fast forward in the issue, he's fighting the Ultra Humanite, and he just hears a faint sound, thump, thump. And he just finishes the fight instantly and takes off faster than a speeding bullet, just to a collision with his dad in space to that sound. He heard that heartbeat that he never forgot, that he's locked onto. It was like his North Star, you know, that's his compass when things too tough. He just listens for dad. This is just next level good writing.
DC's been great. There's so much good stories going on right now. It's really probably the best they've been in 15 years, 10 years. New 52 was such a low point.
I don't know. There's some real gems in there. I was about to say, like I still talk about it regularly, but Tom Taylor, it's ironic it's Tom Taylor, but Tom Taylor's Earth 2 series, I love to death.
That was good. I mean, obviously Batman. Some of the fringe characters, I think a lot of books got canceled early too, like
Yeah,
earlier than they should have.
I've watched stuff on that too, and they were putting a bunch of stuff out there, like with no intention of it staying forever either. You know, they could have built it as limited series going forward, or going into it, but they just didn't, which I think is one of the strengths of what they're doing right now. Instead of just throwing titles out there and we'll keep them around till we can't. Like, no, we're going to do 6 issues, 6 issues, 6 issues. If we want to do all these characters, let's not pretend they're going to be ongoing until the sales tank. Let's just put out 6 good issues and dip.
If anyone wants the link, please let me know.
What do you say?
Mark, the DC expert, heard about the rumor that Cavill, Gadot, and Affleck did a Zoom discussing suing WB for breach of contract. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how far they would get with that. They just have to pay you. They don't have to make anything.
Yeah, it'd be next week James Gunn announced the return of Henry Cavill. That would be consistent with the rest of the Superman news. I've pretty much just let go of the movies at this point. I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm excited for what we have coming up, as excited as I will be. I don't need this crazy connected universe. When we get it, if it's good, I'll be happy. But I'm perfectly fine with what we've been getting.
I don't ever, like, I can't imagine caring about any of the stuff going on with James Gunn or the DCU. Like, I don't view a movie as real until I'm, like, on my way to see it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think about them in advance. We had so many rumors for so many years about they might make this movie, they might make that. I just when they have it ready to watch, I'll go watch it. It's not going to change my mind. I'll watch whatever DC puts out. I'll watch whatever Marvel puts out.
Well, I get hyped about stuff. I enjoy getting hyped about stuff.
Aware.
It's super fun.
I don't know. I've been living in this 24-hour comic book news cycle for so long. I'm kind of numb to it. Nothing really gets me hyped anymore.
But if they announce the Speedball project releasing in 2027,
yeah, well, Joe Rogan would probably pull the fucking rug out from underneath me. So
you wouldn't stop talking about Speedball for the next 3 years straight.
No, I would be excited, but I wouldn't. You wouldn't really notice it anymore. I don't get your level excited for stuff like that. I get excited differently. Like, I look forward to it. I start planning, like, the things I'm going to do that day. Like, I might go out for a special meal beforehand.
I like living in the hype and excitement of stuff. It's fun. What did Nick say about It's Always Sunny?
Just prepped me for the 24-hour news cycle.
That's when Wolf Cola, they had to take control of the narrative when Wolf Cola got busted being the unofficial official sponsor of the terrorist cell. And Dee and Dennis learned that Frank attached them to the company to make it look like a wholesome family business.
Oh, God, I
think I
show.
probably know just as much, or if not more, about It's Always Sunny than I do about DC Comics.
That's impressive. I mean, I know a lot about DC Comics, but I don't know.
I love It's Always Sunny.
I like it. I like what I've seen of it. I think I made my way through that series.
I'm about to have to hop off here and get back down there.
I think I'm going to end this pretty quick.
I hopped on as my assistant was walking back from his lunch break, so it worked out good. Oh, look at you.
Well, hello, kitty.
This is Bear. Looks nothing like
a bear. He already
bear.
left, Rob. I can stick around, Rob, if you want to hop on. Otherwise, I'm probably going to end this. I'll send you the link, though, if you're interested. Philadelphia. Yeah, Alan went to a movie, but we're disappointed in him.
Yeah. He went to go see a couple of the available dimensions of a movie.
That means two things, Rob. Yeah, he's not getting enough dimensions. He's really shortchanging himself.
He
I'll
really
probably
is.
go back to watching you and Sector make your way through Dark Crisis.
Yeah, so on the 11th is when I'm going live on Paul's channel for the final installment, issue
God,
7 of
I
the
hope I
live
win.
deep dive to it. A massive giveaway with over 50 books involved.
I hope I win a bunch of books I already own.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of variants and covers. When you watch that video that went up today, I didn't realize how thought out their variant game was for that. Like there was an homage to Crisis on Infinite Earths, then the next issue homage 0 Hour, then Infinite Crisis, Identity Crisis. It was cool. Each issue as you went was a different landmark event that happened that kind of is considered a crisis.
Yeah. There were some good covers, though, throughout that.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? I can't remember what it was a cover to, but I got it in either a mystery box or something. It's that one where Pariah is sitting on the long box of comics.
Well, I'm not sure.
It was a B cover.
I thought all the
Anyway.
B cover. It must have been for one of the one shots or something.
I have to look it up again, but I really liked that one. I loved the Perez ones.
Yeah, I had to put one of those comic clear backer boards to that one. I got to be able to see that full wraparound and all that story.
Alan's going to end up making me buy some of those damn things. They do look cool. I just like having everything uniform.
Yeah, I just put some random stuff into mine. The guy that owns the company had reached out to me a little bit over a year ago and sent me some to review and have.
Is he a channel sponsor?
No, this was before I was monetized. Yeah, he was just trying to reach out to people to spread out the product and try to do some marketing, you know. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, it is.
I thought it was pretty nice, you know, like I don't have crazy viewership and all that stuff, so it was really cool. But it did my LCS ended up ordering some after seeing the video.
I just thought Rob was getting a hold of me.
I know we got at least a decent size purchase.
All right, let me figure this out. Hey, look at me sharing links like a real boy. There you go, Rob sent.
Frob's on the way. I'm about to hop off here.
Yeah. You're all good, man. I'm gonna probably what do I have I can go through? I don't know. I need to get a new stack of books to rebag and board. It's been such a long process, but this room is now about 70% complete. Hello, Rob.
Hello, Mr. Mike. Mark?
Look at me captaining a ship.
Hey,
I know.
All right, let me hop off and Rob's here.
Other people's pussies.
Thanks, Mark. I appreciate you.
All right, Rob. Back here. Y'all take me.
Wait a second. I could. Oh, I was going to.
You were going to get the double action.
Yeah, I was going to be like Billy Gunn.
Scissor me, Daddy Rob. We were talking. It was funny. There was like 11, 12 people in the chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
We started talking wrestling. It like dipped down to 8. So, like you can just watch it because usually I'm not on this end of things where I can see the counter. You know,
right?
And I was like just in real time watching it drop. The
I miss
more we
so.
talked wrestling,
Yeah, it is. If you're on a comic channel, there's a segment that will go, okay, yeah, let's talk wrestling, and then there's a good segment who's not. Just like any other sport with the comic book community, there's
right?
narrow crossovers, but not necessarily large swaths of crossovers.
I'm gonna go to the other room and grab a stack of books and start
Okay,
doing some
dokie.
sorting. If you would give me just 1 minute, Rob.
Sure.
Also, to the chat, anybody else that wants to join us, I'm literally just hanging out because I'm off today and my
Yeah,
wife is at
I've been
work.
doing
So
prep work for today's show, so
nice. What? Oh, because you got a big one tonight, right?
yeah.
Uh, please plug that while I run away.
I don't think you're going to run anywhere. So yeah, no, about just under 3 hours over on my channel, we'll be doing the my 1,000 subscriber celebration giveaway event. So we've got a bunch of friends coming over. We'll be hanging out. Hopefully, you guys, if you're available, you'll come on over and tune in. There'll be a little bit of this is your YouTube life, along with we got a lot of stuff to give away. I mean, I'll show. I got. Oh my goodness. Today, the stuff that we'll be giving away over on the channel, we got a bunch of prints from Pat Broderick that we'll be giving away. We have Something is Killing the Children. One of 500 copies of issue 25, signed by Ariel Diaz. It's got little shiny chrome. You can't really see it in the Mylar, but the blades are all shiny chromy. That's kind of cool. We'll be giving away. Some lucky winner is going to become an ASM 2099 boss, and they're going to get both the Amazing Spider-Man 365 first appearance in preview, which is the first 6 pages of this book, Spider-Man 2099, #1 in a 9.8, which is fun to get because of the foil goodness. It's a little on the difficult side. Let's see here. Some remarked and signed Wolverine X-Men book. Some signed and remarked Venom, a Scon variant, some other signed and remarked Venom, some Shannon Mayer signed. We're just giving away some bangers. That's all. Don't worry about that. We're gonna make somebody out there may not be a true American comic book collector. They may not own a comic book where Captain America is punching a Nazi. Just in case, we're going to take care of you because we have Giant Size Invaders annual #1, Schomburg's last comic book cover. And there he's got Captain America punching a Nazi behind him while he continues to take on other Nazis. That's just, if that's not, that just makes me well up inside. I don't know about you, Mike, but
I miss so.
I know that you've got your special place in your heart for like Speedball and
Oh,
stuff.
Schomburg's great though. Like I like that Invaders run.
So good.
I think I've told you that I have that run.
I'm working on completing it. I've only got about 4 issues left I need, but as I've been collecting, I've been reading it, and it's so good.
It is fun. Well, because
just
to
a
me,
fun, good read.
that and like Infinity Inc., All Star Squadron, Roy Thomas is at his best when he's paying homage to the Golden Age.
Right. And that's
because the guy's a
fun.
walking encyclopedia.
Yeah. And that's what it is. It's just pure fun. Here we go. Yeah, Spider Gwen #1 going out to somebody today.
Jesus. You are I think I made this joke last night, but after this giveaway, you're going to be Rob Medium Stacks.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, this barely even scratches the dent. That's the sad part. Look, I just recently had to, the shelving that I had in my garage where all my slab books were, which of course was ironically was the impetus for this whole beginnings of what became only slabs. Um, that racking ended up getting completely filled up, and I had to build new shelving for more slabs and stuff. And so now I'm like operating on what is it? I'm on 17 plus 8. There's like 20. There's like at least 25 boxes of slabs right now. So taking 10 or 12 out is not a big deal. Mr. Dracula, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? How are you guys?
Good.
Oh, we're great.
We'll give away a 1 in 25 Batman 100.
One of those design variants, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get it just in time. There's Jorge Jimenez signing event coming up, so you could go get it signed if you wanted.
You showed something I do think I'm missing from my collection, which is Cap punching a Nazi. I don't think I have a cover with that.
How can you be a comic book collector without
No.
that?
Actually, well, I have something close. I have one Invaders where it's Cap getting punched by Nazi Frankenstein.
Oh,
So that's close.
Yeah, well, there you go. You could win it tonight.
All right.
So yeah, that's the whole bunch of stuff that will be given away. Plus, of course, friends will be coming away to give.
What do the people need to know to
if you
enter
haven't
these
done
contests?
right? Well, for the stuff that I'm giving away, if you haven't already done so, when you go to my channel, the pinned video that automatically starts playing before you can even look to see what other videos are there is the 1,000 subscriber giveaway video, and it tells you basically what you need to do is go through, and there's a link of a whole bunch of people, community members that were, as of the time I created the list, were under 500 subscribers. So folks like Actual Dracula, that I wanted people to go out and subscribe to, and then leave a comment below with who they subbed up to and the hashtag Grow Together, because we're borrowing from Gary B like we all do. And that'll be pulling from those for all of my wins. Now, for people who don't do that, they'll still be able to win stuff. Any of my guests that drop by that decide that they want to give away something, we're going to be doing hashtag comments from that live for that. So some folks that, if you're not going to be able to be there, you can still enter, because the stuff that I'm giving away, you don't have to be present to win. I'll be taking care of posting those up in the community tab so people can check and see who won, and if they won, get in contact with me and get their stuff shipped to them.
Sounds good. I know I'll
Even
do
the shipping to Canada.
As a prize
Right.
lizard, I enjoy showing up for free stuff. I
couldn't believe that Mr. DJ Link's dressed as a prize lizard yesterday.
Really? Because I think it's very within his character.
I get one particular image of him, and then I see things like when he opens things like today's video with his toy and stuff, and when he did his pet monster thing and stuff, that I go, I get a completely different image of him as a child than I have of him.
The more human side of DJ Links.
Oh, you were just a geeky kid, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he does have that cool vibe,
Exactly. He's the cool hip hop vibe and stuff. You're, oh, okay, dude, it's like cool. He's from this. He's all like, he's from the street stuff. And you're like, oh, then you go, nope. He was playing with a puppet that he stuck his hand up its ass, and it had a tie, and he loved it. And a little pet monster with breakaway chain.
All that other stuff is all the facade. It's all a character he plays on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. It'd be like
Good
finding out
job.
that Drac only is a vegetarian, and that he likes nothing but animated cartoons. That's all he watches all the time. It's like not even like cool anime. It'd be like he's watching reruns with like the Snorks and Gummy Bears.
The Snorks.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with the Snorks?
Yeah. Well, none of those things. Neither of those things are true. But I do remember the Snorks. Yes.
Swim along with the Snorks. Play along with the Snorks.
See, you'll do that one. I'll remember the Gummy Bears song. Because they're here and there and everywhere. They're bouncing.
Yeah.
Having adventures beyond compare. Yeah, bouncing here and there and everywhere.
Haribo Gummy Bears, man. The company that hasn't changed their packaging in like 70 years.
Unless you go to the dispensary and get the other gummies.
I mean, I like cartoons, but I'm more likely to watch. Like yesterday, I was watching a Columbo marathon. So I was watching Columbo.
Oh,
yeah.
just one more thing.
And Law and Order. Yeah.
Just one more thing. It's kind of bothering me. Why would he do this?
Hey,
Mr.
Poke Joe.
Oh my goodness. There's something that's bugging.
Anybody who wants to hop on, just
that's probably it.
Yeah.
That's probably it.
Good old Peter Falk and Columbo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
I was for cartoons. I was a big as a kid. I was a Hong Kong Phooey guy.
Oh, yeah, Hanna-Barbera guys, yeah. Huh.
Never watched that stuff really. More Warner Brothers and Ninja Turtles and stuff like that.
Oh, I was
a Ninja Turtles.
A lot of Looney Tunes, a lot of Hanna-Barbera, a lot of the old Bullwinkles and Dr. Doolittles or not Doolittle, Dr. Dudley Do-Right and the George of the Jungle and
yeah, a little before my time. I came in right in where they combined the toy marketing with the cartoons. G.I. Joe, He-Man. He-Man was my first love was He-Man. Absolutely.
Most of those were like the weekday afternoon cartoons versus the Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
Saturday morning cartoons
was great though. Cats and dogs working together.
Sure. Top Cat.
Mm-hmm.
And Heathcliff.
Top Cat was cool. Heathcliff, that's an early favorite of mine. Transformers was probably the Transformers, Thundercats, He-Man,
Yeah.
I was into all of that.
Yeah, those to be I just always remember those as being after school show cartoons versus the Saturday morning cartoons where you sat down and downloaded your bulk of cartoons.
If you hustled your ass off, you could watch G.I. Joe.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, and that was after. That would be later in my. By the time that stuff was coming big, I remember that was like, I think I was in junior high, maybe high school by then, because my grade school running home to catch TV. That was where, here in the Bay Area, it won't matter to anybody, but one of what's today is the Fox affiliate. It was still an independent station at the time. And that was the station I'd come home for the KTV Kids Club. And they would put on what I affectionately refer to today as the Man in the Giant Rubber Suit hours. So we would get Johnny Sacco and his fighting robot and Ultraman and Space Giants and God, what's the G-Man? It was what they call Battle of the Planets. Yeah, Battle of the Planets, and you get all those Japanese imports, Robotech and stuff that we would get. That was like awesome, especially as a sci-fi guy, kid. That was just like, yes. And now I go back and watch it, and I was like, oh my God. How do I make fun of Burke for watching Power Rangers when I was watching this stuff?
And
yeah, for real, right?
With the stuff you were talking about, like that was Power Rangers for me. I was a freshman in high school when Power Rangers came out, and I was just I was just kind of like, I watched the first, like what you would probably call season of it. I remember getting through the Tommy storyline, and he had just then he became the White Ranger, and I was like, yeah, this is. By that point, I think I was a sophomore, and I had a car.
Yeah,
And
it felt like it was like you're getting a little too old for it. Yeah, because I think we're about the same age, so I was in the same position. I was like
Yeah, I'm
just
42.
going into high school. Yeah, I'm 41, so yeah. That was Power Rangers was one of the last, like, I guess what I would have considered a kids show that I watched.
Yeah,
And then,
for me that
yeah.
that time period that you would be watching it then in high school, I
Mhm.
was out of college, so I'm like, no, that's Power Rangers to me is like just so. Well, I don't get it, but it wasn't written for me at that time, so it's all good.
I'm not sure exactly who it was written for, other than Burke.
Well, it was written for the Japanese market, and then they adapted it.
Yeah.
But much like,
Tyler, in Viking fashion, I've taken it from him.
ooh, skull.
Now, Alan's at a movie. He was on here earlier.
What movie did he go to see? Do you know?
Avatar.
Oh, I thought he was going to go see a good movie or something.
No, he went to Avatar, and he didn't even do the 3D one. That sucker.
Oh, you want to say that with your Pokemon thing, but I have I don't need Pokemon wasn't a thing when I was a kid or even in high school. I don't think.
Yeah, that was
Well, maybe it's
Pokemon
been
was
around,
like
but
when I was in college or right at the end of high school.
I remember in college when I was in college radio, Magic the Gathering was just starting to come out and make its head grounds because we would play Magic the Gathering like in the DJ booth between songs were playing and stuff, and they're in between sets. And that was like, and most of my cards are like year 2 cards. So I don't know where that relates into the Pokemon world. I think I remember hearing people still talk about Pokemon, but as like Pogs and stuff. Maybe I don't know.
I remember Pogs kind of.
I just I was never really aware of any of it until I had kids, and then all of a sudden it was like, blah, 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 and I was like, oh, what? Oh,
Pogs were the things comic book conventions gave away before they started giving hero clicks away at the door. It was like first it was Magic cards, then it was Pogs, and then it was hero clicks. Back when you still got swag bags, now you don't even get that.
right.
I remember my first con, they handed you a bag full of stuff at the door.
Yeah. Tyler's trying to point out the fact that I own a lot of Pokemon cards because he sent me a lot of Pokemon cards.
You do own a lot of cards.
I was just having my youngest yesterday going through, okay, here's all my giveaways. Open them up and start sticking 2 cards in everyone and reseal up these books. I don't want to touch them.
Oh, come on, Rob.
I didn't want to go through the hassle.
Fun.
Well, no. I just don't want to go through the hassle of opening it. If I don't have to, I got a kid that wants to make money, and I got a task I don't want to do, but I have money. If I'm going to end up giving money to my kid anyways, why not make them do something for me and feel like they earned it?
You know, the best part of the Pokemon rib is just how happy it makes Tyler to talk about.
Sure, absolutely. I'm still waiting for my freaking Urkel shirt. Urkel of
I ordered mine and it came and it had I don't know if it was my fault. I don't think I did anything wrong in the laundry, but the logo like Tyler's face is all messed up.
Oh wow, already?
Which makes me like it more.
You should definitely contact Spring. I don't know. I have I usually take mine, and what I do with them is I'll leave them out for a couple days before I will do anything with washing them or anything. So that way, because that's basically when you open it up, you can smell that vinegary smell. That's the solution from everything setting still because they print on demand.
Oh, is that what I did?
Yeah. So if you turn around and washed it like right away or something, it may not have fully set.
My God.
So yeah, I just
comic Viking do-rag. Yeah.
so I
We
open
can
them up,
make you one.
rest for a few days and such before I. But even still,
Yeah,
eventually
I'll
they
do
don't,
that next time.
they're not the highest of quality. They do, after a number of washes, slowly break down. That's why I find it's best to own 20 or 30 of your own merch shirts. So that way you can go longer times between washing them and you can have less washes on each shirt.
I will say I came up with the idea for the Allen shirt, dollar bin diving instructor. So
I like that one.
Yeah.
yeah, but then he ruined it with umlauts. I wanted it to look more like a lifeguard shirt, but whatever.
Yeah.
Or like a Speedo. How about that?
Wow.
Yeah.
With it printed across the crotch? Diving instructor
You know,
right on
the first time I had my in-laws
Printed
to
front,
dinner-
printed front to back. Yeah.
snorkel trainer.
Oh boy.
Just put it in your mouth.
Oh,
Try
jeez.
to breathe. Yeah, wow. Yep. I don't know. I just got the first.
Oh boy, look at Flo here, just talking mad smack, I guess. Bada Boom's gonna quarter the comic do-rag market when we drop.
I got an only slab hat out now. Now that I finally was able to get a hat.
Well, get a do-rag and give it to Flo. I'll pay for it. I'll see if I can get Alan to make a do-rag for you there, Flo. But then again, he didn't even tell me that the site or the merchandise page was live for the first 2 days. Everybody else knew.
Is it like linked into this channel description below or something?
Yeah. You can find it in the channel description, I'm told.
That's phenomenal.
What time do you go live tonight, Rob?
For the East Coast people, 5 p.m.
5 p.m. So that caters to the international crowd.
Yes. Because I don't know what the time zones are, but we go to my. It's it's 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. London, and 9 a.m. January 3rd, Melbourne.
Oh, of course, you had to cater to the Australians. Is it Australians or Austrians? I think it's Austrians.
Those are very different people. They're both people, but people from two different sides of this planet. Quite literally.
They seem the same to me.
I can assure you they're not.
One has a lot less crocodiles.
Yeah. You could say probably a lot closer to 0 crocodiles.
You don't think the Austrians have zoos?
Those would be the only crocodiles.
Yeah.
So what are you up to, Drac?
Not much. Today I took down my Christmas tree, dragged it outside. So that's done. And now, I don't know, I got some more cleaning up to do. That's about it. Probably tune into Rob's show later. Yeah.
I got to put a dryer back together later.
Did you have a real tree then?
Yeah, always.
Awesome.
Yeah.
They're Canada.
Do you go to a lot, or do you chop it down?
No, just it's not worth the hassle cutting it down yourself, and it actually ends up costing more to do that. So just go to Home Depot or whatever, grab a tree.
Nice. I got about a 3.5 foot or 4 foot fake tree that we use every year. We just put on top of a table and
Oh,
Easy peasy.
look who it is.
Oh,
Look, I had to come on personally to complain about this comic do-rag because I've been asking Alan for months, and I took a break from watching my child to come on this show and say we need comic Viking do-rags.
I like
All right,
that
I
you
will make a comic
stopped watching your
Viking
child for
do-rag
this. This is
happen.
great. Your
Exactly.
level of commitment for a do rag is mind bending. My problem
Also,
is
he needs one too, so if you could get that in a toddler size, that'd be great.
Who
Would
needs
it-
one?
what
Your
need- let's be honest.
Yeah.
If this is gonna be the comic Viking do rag, though, it needs to have little plush horns that come out the side of it.
Exactly. That's marketing. That's merch.
I've
That's
been pretty much
next level
repeating
merch,
this, but if Taylor, if you want the link, I can send it to you.
You know what you can also do, Mike? You can proactively send it to people sometimes. Just as like
Okay.
it's like chumming the water. You never know what's going to happen when you do that. Sometimes though, the sharks show up and they take a bite.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay,
just
I'll
never
go
know.
fishing.
And sometimes it's like, nah, I don't want to ask, but then once they get it, they go, well, as long as it's already here, what the fuck? That's what Flo says all the time.
Yeah, it's like, hey, it's like getting invited to a wedding. I'll see what's happening then.
Yeah.
Let me check my Palm Pilot. I'm free.
Ooh, nice. You went the Palm
Oh,
Pilot.
oh,
Is it the
oh,
The
USR?
Palm you are DJ's assistant then.
Yeah, exactly. I have to
Is
be
that
organized.
the USR 5000 or the 1000 or the 3000?
Let me check my BlackBerry. My stylus looks like, what's that? The second 2 o'clock? I can do it.
I still remember spending too much time learning how to write the special Palm Pilot characters so that way I could enter stuff in faster. But thinking I was so
Yeah.
cool as a salesman on the sales floor with that on my hip, being able to pull it out and consult things, or better yet, when we got a little app on it that allowed us to make it function as a remote control, and I was selling audio equipment, and we programmed in all the different audio video receivers into this thing so we could control them all from the Palm Pilot. We thought we were so cool.
The power of the sun.
Stuff. Yeah.
I sent the link to Tyler, and he sent back to me, please stop harassing me.
I need an adult.
I'm sorry, Tyler.
Oh, great googly moogly.
Oh,
So, anyways, Drac, I hope you picked up a few subscribers from the push. So
I got one, I think, that I can
I've
pick up.
seen a few people who've
Yeah, there was a couple. I did get a couple in the past week. Yeah.
I know that there were people who, in their comments, claimed that they subbed you up. So that's all I
Yeah,
can
no,
do.
I did get some. Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Guys, no one listens to me, man. YouTube
Do-rag.
shorts.
We got it. Do-rag.
YouTube
I'm
shorts.
getting close.
I've
Flo
done
getting
it.
is
close
the
to
king of the
500.
short game now.
Yeah,
Yeah, but what do you do
I
with
will
short
preach. Well, because it's a podcast. Like, I'll go to Midtown Comics, I'll shoot like the statues, and then put like a really popular sound and some hashtags. And like, if it blows, if it goes over 1K, that's like 3-4 subscribers. You do that 3 times a day, every day.
3 or 4 times
That's
a
how you-
day. I ain't got a time for that.
Well, I mean, that's how we got to 1K in 6
thought
months.
I thought I was being happy just putting out like one a day.
Flo is cheaping it real.
I started doing them, then
Yeah.
I stopped for a while, but I recently started doing it again because I hear Sif talking greatly about them. But he does card pack rips, and I ain't got no time for that.
No. But yeah, it's like finding the unlimited money glitch. It's just like, oh wow, this really works for the sub thing. But it's I think the drawback of it is the lack of community you have around it. Yes, you have the sub count and stuff like that, but like the engagement in like your actual videos isn't there. But it definitely checks that box in terms of like the sub count.
Well, I think I'll do a few every once in a while like I'm doing right now. I've been doing some featuring a particular slab right now, the top row of my comic wall, but I'm not gonna go crazy on them. I can't be cool like you, man. I gotta keep it real. Down in the
Listen,
street level.
As an assistant, I have to know these things. I have to tell DJ, hey, this is what's happening.
Right. Well, and DJ's the big man. So
Yeah,
we all just we're basically really beta testers for him, so we can find the way and feed the intel to.
exactly. I have to take a class every 6 months, to how to be an assistant,
Anticipate his needs.
anticipate his needs,
That's right, Taylor. If I wasn't on these live streams, then I might have all time for shorts. But who wants to do them? The only shorts I have time for are the shorts I wear on my legs.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I gotta try that. I haven't made any shorts yet, so I'll experiment with that.
Yeah, I
And
think
just-
like sometimes it's consistency because some things will flop and stuff like that. And I think like having a comic channel, you really have really a pop culture channel, so you really could do
Mhm.
whatever you want with it. Like so like I found old videos of like going to New York Comic Con, like of some cosplays. Again, just use a sound. You don't have to make it too complicated. Some hashtags and stuff. And some of them like really you gain like 50 subs in just one video.
It's crazy. I know you blew up with it though. You started doing those, and what made you
Yeah.
want to try it?
Well, what happened was like sometimes like especially like with social media, you're like, all right, like reels, TikTok, shorts, those are like the things people talk about. And then I think it was last summer, I was at my LCS and I had posted like their like toy case. And then they got 5K, and then we were at like 20 subs, and then we went up to 50, and I was like, oh, I figured it out.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then,
that was like I remember when I first figured out hashtags on Instagram. I went from like 70 subscribers to like 1,000, like in no time, because I was like, oh, those things actually do work.
I just figured that the key was really is you just needed to be a female and like put the camera angle just right and
listen, I think there's a lot of ways, and like
that seems to be a lot of what I see comes up.
Yeah, if you're on TikTok and Reels, that works with a sound and stuff. But for us guys that don't have that, we
I
have
don't get that. Yeah.
we have comics. Occasionally, I'll even like take a video of something like this, like my hot toy, put like a sound to it, and that stuff works. So, like the other day. Wednesday is really popular because of the Netflix show. My girlfriend has an exclusive Wednesday pop. Shot a 5-second video of that, slapped the Bloody Mary, sound on it. 5K views, 20 subs. And that's like, again, easy stuff that you could just do around the house and you don't have to put much effort into it.
Yeah,
You had me at not putting any effort into it.
Exactly. That's why I tell people,
I'm
I'm
still
like,
not
hey,
doing
You know how you can do that, Becker? Is you need to hire Flo as your assistant.
No, this
But
isn't
then
even my
again,
channel.
You've already done it. Yeah, I mean, you already have the no effort channel. So
We have 189 subs right now, and
now all of a sudden you're taking ownership of this channel.
I don't care.
listen, let me be your assistant, Nev.
Well, we'll see
I will
in
post
Kansas City
shorts.
in 3 months, right, Flo? You still coming?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'll get my ticket
I'm
this
gonna,
month.
I'm gonna wear my fun pants for that one.
Translation is fun pants have no fly.
No, we'll hit up the con, and I know the guys all like to go out at night. I grabbed a hotel room down by the Power and Light District, so
Nice.
they
All right, well,
went
I'm
pretty
gonna
hard
bounce,
last time.
but,
I'm not much of a
later, Drac.
drinker.
I'll see you guys later.
All right,
See you, Drac. I'm not much of a party guy, but it was fun going out with them.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, try the barbecue, have a good time.
Oh,
This
yeah.
will be the first con I travel to, so that'll be exciting.
I will. I'll take you to my barbecue spot. Now I kind of have 2 that I really like, and then there's a few others. The popular ones, the gas station one. Joe's.
Yeah.
It's good.
Then one day
That's
I'll
the one
get
with
Becker
the
out
line.
here and he'll be like, oh, there's only one barbecue spot. That's Rob's.
I love it all, man. There's not really. I haven't had terrible barbecue here yet.
Here's the first
It almost
time.
seems like you're wishing that on yourself.
No, I'm not. But I will say this. I know Gates is a really famous one just because the guy that started it, like, basically invented Kansas City barbecue, like, between him and Arthur Bryant's. But whoever is running the empire of his descendants, Gates barbecue is just not the flavors I like.
Mm.
I can tell it's good. It's just not what I'm into.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to discern that stuff here in New York because we don't really have like barbecue spots at all. It's like, hey, like we have some ribs and stuff like that. I think there's some places that like, try to kind of bring other styles, but I haven't tried it.
Classic KC barbecue is sauced barbecue, correct, Rob?
Mm.
And it's sweet, usually.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think those are the hallmarks of KC barbecue.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, what I love about being where I'm at in California is I really get that we don't have a style. I mean, California style is grilling, right? It's a grilling culture versus a barbecue culture. And from that aspect, yes, I grill vegetables and I grill all kinds of weird shit and whatnot. And I make my sourdough bread on my grill. But when it comes to smoking and doing barbecue, the nice thing is we're not beholden to any one particular style for the most part. So we tend to do a mix and match of different styles. So I have like my sauce is more of a KC style sauce, but I do more of a Texas style barbecue for most of my beef and stuff, where it's it's very simple salt, pepper, meat sauce on the side type thing, and then but my pork is much more KC style. I don't do much, probably in North Carolina. I don't use mustard or vinegar based sauces. But
we'll definitely hit some spots here.
Just to like
there's Alan in the theater.
Right? Yeah, exactly. It's a real engaging movie.
Alan, go back to the movie.
No, like my girlfriend always makes fun of me because we live like a block up from a Home Depot, and every time we go in, I'm like, hey babe, take a photo of me, and I'm like next to the smoker. She's like, you're never gonna buy one. I was like, yeah, but people don't know that I want to look like a man, like a dad, and
not at
like
Home
and one of my pandemic passions was just watching like people like barbecue and stuff like that. She's like, why the fuck do you watch this? It's like, you can't cook a hot dog. I'm like, I live vicariously.
I was banned. I used to watch like the barbecue competition cook-off. It was like the Myron Mixon was like one of the judges and whatnot. And I'd be watching that, and my wife told me, you can't watch that anymore. Because I was sitting there yelling at them. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you putting holes in the goddamn meat, you stupid son of a bitch?
One of the people, one of the restaurants I'm going to take Flo to was actually on that show and was a runner-up one of the seasons.
Okay, cool.
Or no, he won.
Yeah.
And then Chris, Flo, whatever your name is. The other place,
it's assistant
to Mr. Links. Everybody keep watching, get my view hours up. Whatever, Alan. Hey, this guy wants a do-rag. Get him a do-rag.
Exactly. You want 1K subs? I will personally take over your shorts output. If you get me a comic do-rag, I will get you to 1K by like March.
Man wants a do-rag. I won't cut my hair until this man's got a do-rag. Actually, I'm going to cut my hair tomorrow or today.
Yeah. My hair grows too fast, so like I always let it grow out.
Oh, wow.
Done. You
right,
got
dude.
it. Just let me know when it's available in the merch store. I'll buy it, Alan, and ship it to him.
And Alan, by the way, it needs to have little foam horns.
I don't want it in the merch store though, because then it's not a 1-on-1. Now I want a 1-on-1. The price has gone up.
Yesterday's price.
Is not today's price.
You can make one that goes in the merch store, but you have to make a special variant. That's the flow variant.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
Well, how about we make it in the merch store? I order it and then we take it down.
I listen. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I'll work with you guys. It's like in Taken when he's like, "Hey, the price has gone up 10%," and every time they talk back, 10 more percent.
Yeah. Sounds legit. But no, I'm excited for you to come out here. Panda's officially going to be there, which he's kind of gone MIA. So.
Yeah, Panda's. You got to put him on the back of a milk carton. I
was looking at stuff as I was prepping for today's show, and I was like going and pulling old clips of stuff, and I'm like, "Where's that? Where the hell is like freaking Panda? And where's like?" I've been looking at certain of these people like some people aren't that used to be mainstays. They haven't put out videos in like so long, and it's like, God dang. Jimmy hasn't really done anything in a while, and like even I was really surprised when I was going to go look at something for Roderican, and I was like, "Oh, dude hasn't like really done anything in forever." He was like all of a sudden stopped, and
I wish I had that.
Not everyone is you, Rob, where they could be on 24-hour live streams.
I don't do 24-hour live streams.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just
be on. Like, it's simple. I don't leave the house hardly because I don't have to. And I don't. This is taking over my one basically non-work thing other than watching TV.
So, I know you pride yourself on being a good hype man for Mr. Lynx, but Panda is legit the best Burke hype man on the planet. Like we'll be walking in, you're gonna have fun around this guy because everywhere he goes, he's just looking at people. Hey, Burke Family 54 on YouTube, follow him. Do you know who this man is? Do you he just starts talking people up and he handing out his damn stickers. He had a stack of stickers that he had ordered for it was supposed to last him the year. It didn't last planet. Bartenders were wearing them on their boobs. Like it was like
I got to get on that level.
Yeah,
Masterclass.
I always fear handing out stickers.
Planet Comic-Con.
When I go to events like that, I fear handing out stickers for fear that people are going to put them on the venue, and then the venue is going to get fucking irked and somehow contact me and like.
What do you have like your number on it or something?
No, but I mean it's your name. I don't know.
In Rob's case, it's literally a picture of Rob.
Yeah.
There's they figure something out. I don't know.
Just look dead in their eye and be like, "That's not me."
It's just one of these things that just always bugged me because I remember also when I used to work in radio and we used to work with the promotions teams and stuff. That was the thing. A lot of venues wouldn't let you hand out stickers because they end up getting stuck on place else. So that's why I always like bring magnets and business cards and stuff. Is like at least like magnets. If somebody puts it up someplace in the venue, it's like it comes right off really easy, type of thing. But
Cole, I sent you the link, by the way.
I don't know if Cole's allowed to be in here though. Can this channel handle that much mustache?
Good.
Oh, I mean, I feel like it can.
I don't know. All right.
His mustache is more like a dirty guy mustache.
Well, and it's not the mustache that it used to be either. So
it'll grow back.
Yours is like classy and like regal. Cole's is more like, hey, you all want to buy a pit bull?
Or hey, you want to shoot a video?
Yeah, no shit. But it's not creepy. Like
I got a casting. The casting couch is right over here.
Like if I shave off this part and I just do the mustache, it is a full on mustache. Like automatically
for you to make it full on mustache, you need to go a little pencil thin.
It's just creepy.
We give you with the pencil mustache. That would be just like.
That's we're still going.
I used to joke with friends of mine that that they would shave their head. For a while, a lot of guys were shaving their heads, whatnot. These white guys would shave their head and they would have no facial hair. And I'm like, ooh, no. If you're gonna shave your head, grow some facial hair because you look kind of like either you belong in prison, all tatted up with a lot of.
Isn't Chris the comic fit? No, he's got facial hair.
He's got facial hair and he doesn't shave his head completely.
Yeah,
but-
he's balding. You got to honor the ding
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah. But so there's like one vibe is your completely bald face and head is kind of like you're either remember the Aryan Brotherhood in prison
Just
or
real quick, Durs, I actually have 2 YouTube celebrities, 2 guys with 1K channels are hanging out now. So this is a lot more legitimate.
we're slumming it.
Yeah, they're slumming it. I'm
Listen, I don't even go live on my own channel. I saw Becker. I saw the link. I was like, I gotta hop on. I gotta separate from what I'm doing.
You can put DJ Link's work on hold.
Exactly. I was actually working on spreadsheets. I was like, all right, we got to hit up this, we got to hit up that. This time I got to bring a bigger bag, because, last time I had, everything was in my hands. So I definitely learned a lot from the New York Comic Con experience.
Yeah. But yeah, so anyways, the complete bald is one thing. And if you have just the mustache and you're bald, that's a whole different look that looks kind of like creepazoid. I don't know. But then you go to
look to
the regular
like,
Van Dyke, he'd end up looking like a undercover cop. It's just
yeah, like when I was like in my like early 20s, I used to, only this would grow. And like my goatee would kind of grow like that. And then me and my girlfriend, we've been together forever. So like we were looking at photos. She's like, oh, what the fuck was with that goatee? Why didn't you just shave it? Because this would only creep in.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. It just was my thing. It was my vibe.
Everybody's
at
like,
the time.
in your 20s and your early 30s, if your facial hair is still coming in, actually. So it's like, I mean, when I go back and look at pictures of, because I've had a goatee essentially since I was 23, 22, 23. Once I got out of military college and started working in radio, it was just, but
not a goatee of Van Dyke's or Van Dyke.
At some point, it actually was just the goatee.
Okay.
So I did have for a while just the goatee, and it was like the nice Anthony Kiedis, long.
The other day when we were talking Van Dykes and I made that Dick Van Dyke joke, I was so excited to tell a Captain Lou Albana joke. That guy was the king. Right.
But I look at those pictures and it's very thin compared to, now, like if I look at you and you see how your under your lip is actually got the bald spot still, mine was like that too, versus now today it's just completely filled in. And it's just how, as you get older, your facial hair continues to grow in. Trim your face. Yeah. I mean, it's actually worse as you get older, your hair just falls down. It stops growing up here and it just starts coming out your ears, your nose, your face, your chest, your back, just.
I want to get back to this one. Rob, you're going to cause accidents with this 5 o'clock giveaway with all the heat you're bringing.
I'm not, again, people don't have to be present to win on my things right away.
Oh, that's right.
They will for some items, but not for a good chunk of the items I'm doing. But also, I put it up for a vote. I had 4 different time slots. People could pick and choose, and this is what the majority of people chose. So it's not like I just said, I'm going to do this. But I think a lot of people, there are people who are working today and a lot of people are off too. So.
Oh, even circumstances is here. Neat.
Yeah, well, there'll be
now. This is part of the Kansas City that you're going to have to deal with, Chris. Or Flo. Marcus will be there.
Well, Durs, I appreciate that you don't even care about winning. You just want to be there for it. I really appreciate that, sir. It warms me heart. Warms me heart, I say. It also warms my heart is coffee and curing cancer at the same time. You can get one of these mugs too. They're available actually on djlinks.shop.
Giving the people what they want, unlike Alan Rue, who refuses to make do-rags.
Oh,
does DJ Links have a do-rag?
It's more like a Viking thing, you know. Like I feel like Link's he has all his bases covered, but
100%. I mean, when I think of Vikings, I think of do-rags. 100%.
exactly.
The helmet with the horns is what I think.
Yeah.
But no, but Alan likes do-rags. He has a comic Viking do-rag, so why can't
That's what I'm saying. I saw
Why
it and I
can't
was
sell
like,
it?
dude, like, are you gonna sell that? Like, are you? I will
Well,
buy
it's
the one
because
off your
Alan's
head.
a biker.
I want somebody to like recreate Hagar the Horrible, but with like a caricature version of Alan's face instead.
Maybe for Planet, I'll get one of those scooters that Poke and Joe crashed, and I'll get on one of those. I'll look like a Russian bear on the.
You gotta get the sidecar, so I can meet it.
When you say Russian bear, for clarity, are you talking about the animal?
No, like the
Or-
Russian circus bears that
Right, so
get on the
animal,
tricycles and
animal
wear
bear
the fez.
versus a Russian man who has a hairy back, who's larger
No,
proportions.
well, I mean, I have
For
a
the
hairy back, but
for the
that's just
homosexual
coincidental.
community.
It's not necessary for the image.
I just want to make sure I understood which bear you were talking about.
So Kansas City, I'm sure your town, like I don't know if New York has them, but I'm sure Bay Area has them. Kansas City has this weird initiative that we're trying to kill drunk people. They have scooters at every corner that you can swipe a card on and just take off on, and they have little motors on them.
Right,
So
no helmet, just go.
Ran one of those into a car, or got hit by a car, and then went and with blood on him, went and participated.
While bleeding eternally with 3 cracked ribs went to a bar.
Yeah, I think up in San Francisco there's a lot more of those. I don't have downtown San Jose there's some, but there's not a lot where I'm at. But man, every time I see one of those, I think, man, I don't
seems
think
like a bad idea.
Yeah.
In New York, we have city bikes. So like Citibank has this thing where like you can take out like bikes, but the scooter thing never took off here. You know, maybe they didn't pay the real estate.
It's not the scooters, it's the Hondas.
when we went to San Diego, went to whatever Balboa Park, I don't know, a park is. It's got all the. We went down there, and it's so spread out to the different. It's got a lot of different types of different museums, and they're so spread apart. And we were there on a cruise thing, and so like they had the lift bikes, and so I was like, oh, okay. So my wife and I went for, yeah, we'll do that, sure. So we rent a couple bikes, and of course we were realizing that you haven't ridden a bike since you were like 14 or something, and it's been 30 years since you got on a bike at first. And you're like, okay, this isn't too bad. And then all of a sudden you find out that it's electric assist. And you're like,
you're like, flying.
This is, which is a little bit unnerving again, because you haven't ridden a bike in so long. You're not exactly as stable as you once were. But now all of a sudden you're going like 30 miles an hour. But at the same time, you're going, you know what? I need to get me one of these, because ain't nothing like going uphill when I don't have the pedal.
No, those electric bikes are crazy. We also had like a Vespa thing where like it was like Revel scooters or something like that.
Wow.
But like enough people, because those things actually have helmets that the people are supposed to put on.
Right.
But enough people got into accidents where they weren't wearing that helmet, where they basically like banned it or like sued the company into oblivion, where like you don't see them as much anymore.
Yeah, I can't imagine like this is going to last much longer, because they have to have just caused a ton of accidents. I don't understand. Like, I get why they're in some areas, like parks and stuff, but why the heck are they next to bars?
Yeah, but I think another thing too is like a lot of those things don't even make money. They're like, they were subsidized by VCs when they could, borrow money at 0% interest, and like all these companies don't have a business model. So like some of those things,
DJs,
they're like
everyone.
they're like $1 for like an hour, and you're like, how does this make sense? Like I could just leave this scooter in the middle of the street, and like you have to pay someone to pick it up and repair.
Yeah, the cost of moving around, the repairs, the upkeep on the vandalism.
You
gotta imagine that. Yeah, they didn't seem like they were a highly profitable model. But then again, there might have also been getting some government subsidies as well, just from a standpoint of trying to reduce carbon emissions and green initiatives and stuff, because they were things that got people, instead of taking a cab, you know, 15 blocks or whatever, instead maybe they hopped on a bike or
Yeah.
whatever else.
But even
Right?
so, like the city bike thing kind of makes sense because it's like you have to kind of like check in to one of their like hubs like every 30 minutes. So like
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
there's a lot of like that, but it's just like the fees you have to pay if that bike is stolen or damaged is kind of crazy. So I think it deters a lot of the stuff. Like I was in San Antonio a couple years ago,
Jeez.
and you saw like all those like scooters like on the floor, like just over, and it was just like, hey, like,
Yeah,
who
people
picks
people
this up?
it's because it's not people's property, so they don't seem to care. It's the same thing, like you see
No.
the videos of like, as people as these different companies are experimenting with like delivery drones right now,
Yeah.
that are driving on the ground. You see people like food delivery bots driving down the street, and and teenagers and young adults come up to these things, and they start kicking them
Draw
over,
dicks on them.
or do all yeah, they're purposely like, oh, well, I'm gonna fuck with somebody's food. You know what? Why are you doing that? Forget, first you could just walk on by it, but no, you feel obligated not only to mess with some company's property that's there, because it's not, that's
That's a
those,
good way to catch these hands.
but then you're gonna mess with Beckerman's food delivery. His blood sugars would drop low, and you're thinking the Beckerman might be the worst thing that you're gonna have to deal with. But the reality is, because you kicked that fucking goddamn food delivery bot, you're going to be the one that's responsible for the robot uprising that's going to take down humanity, because they're the ones who are going to learn, oh, this is how we treat one another. Okay, motherfucker, I'm going to call my cousin Boston Dynamics, and he's going to come over.
Yeah, I mean, somebody messes
That's
with
how
my
that's how
food,
we got Skynet.
it's on.
That's right. When the AI teams up with the robot chassis that Boston Dynamics is creating, and you're being chased down the street by a pack of 17 fucking Boston Dynamic dogs, robo dogs, you'll see how you feel then. I, for one,
Or what?
That was a
welcome.
good.
I for
That's a
one
good-
welcome our robot overlords.
I would make an excellent pet for any like robot uprising or alien invasion.
But also, if you like Not All Robots, check out the Bada Boom podcast where we had writer Mark Russell on.
Yes, you did. I listened to that. Very proud of you. Your
Thank you,
podcast
thank you.
is awesome.
Thank you. We got
You
some
have a
people
plug-
lined up
hey,
this
Flo,
year.
You have a podcast?
Yes, and we recently hit 1,000 subscribers. What?
Oh, congratulations! What
I
are you
have
talking
some
about?
of the giveaway stuff.
Oh,
Here. Is that
look
a
at you. You
signed
make big, Beckerman?
Frank Miller?
I have some of the
book?
giveaway stuff. I just filmed the video for.
But can you make him big so he can
Oh,
show
I
it off?
don't know how to
Oh.
do that.
Come on,
Yeah,
drag him up
that's-
to your
come on.
spot.
What kind of assistant is this? I'm getting off.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now hit the.
What
Just
am I
keep
hitting?
just smash buttons until you find the right one.
All right.
That's one that'll work.
So we have a signed Frank Miller, Pandora from Frank Miller
Ooh,
presents.
can we see that Frank Miller penis?
You know what's weird about this book? He signed it on the inside, so it's actually not on
Oh,
the outside.
oh.
Yeah,
That
is
is
weird.
So that's why.
Usually he's
That's why we're
happy to
giving it
show off
away.
his penis.
We have a signed Joker one by Matt Rosenberg, a signed Wildcats one by Matt Rosenberg.
Can you actually
What is
show those
this?
on the screen instead of passing them past the corner?
Yeah, what did I make this guy big for?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm new
Damn
to this
to
live
D.
streaming.
He's got
His signature.
COAs covering the covering the cover art.
Listen, people. It's there. It's certified, so they know it's there.
Uh-huh.
Then signed Jeff Johns graphic novel, and then the big boy, which is a sign James Tinian III, first print of the Something Is Killing the Children hardcover.
So this is the one. This is just like you saw melted in acid.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa! What's
That's
with
just like
the
just like the one that Kyle disintegrated in acid, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And at that time, it was worth like 150, $200. I don't think it's worth that anymore.
I'm fishing.
Oh, so what you're saying is it's practically worthless now. Got it. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
I mean
big giveaway.
it's worth something. I mean, that's some of the stuff. Like I think the struggle is like, and I'm sure you guys figure it's like, what will people like? What makes sense for the podcast? Like in terms of like connecting it back and stuff. So,
we're supposed
but
to
we're
make
super
action on
grateful.
our giveaways.
That
I
what?
just grabbed some random shit.
Oh, fair enough. I'd actually like went and like shot. I was like, ooh, this is a good one. Ooh, this is a good one. And sometimes I'll get stuff and I'm like, I'm gonna stash that away.
Bada Boom Podcast. Make sure you're following it.
Big bada boom.
Booming.
Big Bada Boom.
But yeah, that Mark Russell interview was fun. Are you guys reading Traveling to Mars? That's a book he has out now, which is really good.
I read his Superman.
What's reading?
Space Age.
Space Age, yeah.
Yeah, that's really
And
cool.
I liked his work with Fantastic Fours.
Is that Life Story? Yeah, or Through the Decades.
Kind of like what he did with Superman.
No, I'm loving that book. That's kind of like why I wanted to reach out. That was one of my favorites last year.
No, that was a great book. I got it signed. Mark Russell was in Kansas City for Fountain City Con, the one that Burke and Circumstances and Mike V and I all hung out at, and we're running around doing a challenge on Burke's channel.
Yeah. What's crazy is at New York, there were a lot of people that I didn't expect to be there that weren't like on the like billing like to be there, but were there. So it was cool to get like a bunch of books I wasn't expecting to get signed, or like to get double signed, like or and also see people that like we've had on the podcast in person, which was really cool.
We're have you been following Planet's guest announcements at all?
Yeah, I've saw like they have a lot of like cool comic people, and I've seen they've been announcing a lot of like those cosplay brigades, like
Yeah, that's all they've been doing this week. But Roy Thomas is going to be there. Jim Steranko is going to be.
Steranko. I'm getting a photo. I'm getting a video. He may not know.
He may not know.
He may not know, but I'm getting
just don't get in trouble like Burke did.
Pen, you have a pen cam.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
So,
gonna have like
did you put in to get a?
Would
Did
you
you put in
mind,
to get a pro pass?
No. I mean, like we just hit 1K and stuff like that, and like
Burke
I'll
got
just
one. Apparently, I'll give them to anybody.
Panda
got one.
Yeah, we'll. Fair enough. I might as well apply. Let's see.
Have you heard that story?
Yeah, that he pissed off like the organizer or something like that, and like because he was basically like, "Do you know who I am?"
Yeah, he was kind of in the wrong too.
No, he was in the wrong. We all still give him shit for it because it's like, dude.
Oh,
like,
dude, Mark was roasting him on it too.
Listen, that's when
I can't wait.
Burke brand was strongest. I can't wait to meet you guys in person. Like, it's gonna be fun.
Panda is exactly what you think he is.
Exactly.
He's like the life of the party.
Yeah.
Such a fun guy. And I haven't heard from him until he just popped up last weekend talking about the con. I hadn't heard from him in a while, so I'm excited to see him too.
Yeah.
And then there's Marcus. Better than nothing.
I think I'm gonna order I do like the Ken Hazer's doing a not a sketch cover.
His head sketches.
Not one of his remarks. He's doing an actual cover for Darkwing Duck #1. It's an homage, kind of Batman Year One. Let me see if I can present share screen window.
Yo, guys, I'm gonna head out. It was good catching up. Throw these lives up more often, Uncle Becker. Oh, that is a good cover.
Oh, I like that. It's Batman Year One.
Yeah,
Frank Miller.
Yeah, it's just a regular $3.99 cover, so I may have to pick that one up just for.
That's a Hazer, huh?
Yeah, Ken Hazer.
Nice. But yeah, guys, good seeing you. Have a good show,
Thanks for
Rob.
stopping in, man.
Congrats.
Can't wait
Thank
to see you.
Crazy accomplishment.
Well,
It's
I
gonna be a
know, I
great
know
show.
you, but what am I going to do?
Listen, I'm one of those people that spam a button in a fighting game when I find out it works. So
Oh well, you see, I'm the guy who takes a fist and pounds the buttons or
but
smashes.
it works.
Yeah,
Whatever works for you.
I'm
But
affectionately what we call a brute force user. I can make any square peg fit in any round hole with a big enough hammer.
exactly. But later, guys. Have a good one.
You know what I'm talking about.
Well, I think I'm gonna pull the plug here in a few minutes.
Cut.
We went
it
way
out.
longer. We went way
Well,
longer.
you're hitting
than,
2 hours. I think it's a good time to hit right on the 2 hour button.
Yeah. Thanks so much for popping on. Helped pass the time and had a good conversation.
I'm gonna find
I
out
know
what's
you'll
the
be
next-
at speaking of cons, you'll be at Heroes Con for the big group.
That is the plan. Yeah, barring unforeseen circumstances, I will be at Heroes Con,
but not related to circumstances.
right. Not because he may not be seen either. But yeah, I have my hotel reservation clicked and set, and that is the goal: is to make it out to Heroes Con in June. So
yeah.
if you're going to be out there, make sure you will make sure to be on the lookout, because there's a rumor even that Chris the Comic Vet's going to be there,
I've heard that rumor.
which
Charlotte,
means only slabs may be on the road.
Charlotte,
that
North
weekend.
Carolina.
That's right. Only slabs.
And
on
Heroes
the
Con
road.
is a con I've always wanted to go to. I think there may need to be a Beckerman.
Yes. And just think, because Alan will be there, you could do a live comic Viking.
We'll see. We'll see if I show up. We'll see if I go. I would like to.
I would love it if you were there too. That'd be awesome.
There's a lot of members of the community are planning on making this their one. A lot of people went last year.
Yep.
And Heroes Con is one I want to support just because they're one of the last of the. I mean, it was started by and still maintained by a comic book shop.
Right.
And they're still making it going, and they're hanging with the big dogs. They get top shelf level artists, creators. They don't mess around with entertainment, movie stars.
You don't need
no
all that
movie
crap.
stars. It's just comic books.
Which is what's really
creators.
great. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, good, man. Durs, that'd be great, man.
This guy's been everywhere lately. Yeah. I've only been aware of him for a short time, but
I will be easy to find.
Growing quickly.
The whole time on the floor, I will be out there in my Only Slabs jersey because I have multiples. So, but I'll be out there. So from behind you'll be able to see. There's Fat Stacks. There he is. Bam.
So I know for sure I know DJ's going to be there. Mark's going to be there.
DJ's going to go there. Cool. Yeah. Mark, Allen, definitely. And then
Remy. DJ is going.
Okay, cool. So DJ and Remy.
Chip.
Chip and Joe.
Pocan Joe. Remy, of course, because Remy's a local.
Right. Alan. Myself, Chris, the Comic Vet.
Yeah. And then Circumstances. He went last year, and I believe he's going again.
I don't know. Maybe we'll get the Don to show up.
Yeah.
Not that far from Kentucky.
Big community hangout.
It could be bigger than C2E2 was 2 years ago.
I think it has the chance to, just because you've already got, at least that I can count, around 10 people locked in that are for sure going. Because the Digger Jim and Brother John will be there.
Oh yeah, them too. Yeah. So I'll have to try to figure out what we got as far as the restaurants around there. Try to do something one night where we can do similar.
At this point, you might want to just reserve a restaurant.
Well, what we did at C2E2, we basically had like a room. They had a banquet room area, or actually they had a bar room where it was, but it was basically we were able to set up with buffet table a buffet table essentially, where we had a bunch of different things. Everybody chipped in to pay for stuff, but it was basically, okay, hey, we had this corner of the bar that was set up for us. We had tables everybody could mingle and talk, move around and talk to each other freely and hang out. And there was, sliders, and there was mac and cheese and pizza and chicken, and just lots of different stuff that you could just eat.
I know the date is June 16th,
Right.
right?
Yeah, that's the only thing that's really kind of like that's my biggest problem, is it's like that's the week my youngest gets out of college. And so I'm
Oh.
having to convince my wife that she can handle moving
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 day.
moving them out of the dorm, and moving stuff into storage locker or whatever the case is. So now it's been done before, and
Not the best timing, but I mean, not that you can really help that for a
no,
community-wide event.
but so we'll see. But like I said, that's like the only known potential hiccup. But I don't think I don't think it's something that can't be overcome. So
And I know
it
my
just means I
4C,
can't drag her with me. That's all.
my 4C guys will be there too, with their normal group of comic book creators. I think Jim Shooter will be with them.
Wow, awesome sauce. All
I
right,
think
man.
it's Bill Moore. Yeah. But anyway, thank you so much for hopping on, Rob. Do you need to plug
Absolutely.
anything?
Just 2 p.m. today. Other than that, the only other thing of really consequence, other than my normal routine, would be coming up on January 8th. I'm going to have Tony from EGS Comics is going to be coming on. We'll be doing a Sunday, January 8th at 4 p.m. Eastern. We'll be doing a live interview with him, open up questions to the community, any questions people may have about grading comic books or having books graded, or the EGS method and all that type of stuff. Be open.
I am gonna be there because I know that's gonna be a great interview. You're probably the most knowledgeable, and I have to say impartial person I've like. You really seem to have an ability to objectively judge them against each other.
I try the best I can to try to remove any of personal preference out of it, and that's, I think, comes the advantage of I'm old school salesman, where when I was brought up and taught as a salesman, it was, we went to school back in the day, right? You got sent to school to sell stuff. And one of the things that they often talked is you were not to disparage, or it was to try to remove that type of emotional stuff out of all that stuff. You're just here to present. Back in the day when we were selling audio video equipment, and people before the internet, people didn't have the ability to come in with information. We had to just know stuff and be able to answer questions, present things. Hey, what's the difference between these things? These have this, this, and this. Here's the difference. This will give this for you. This won't do this for you, but this one does this, but it won't do that. And so it was that kind of method of the whole idea was to be a trusted advisor, to present the information and let the customer make the decision for themselves on what was going to be for them. Especially since we weren't necessarily, the way that we were paid wasn't a big, we were paid commission, but it wasn't like I made so much more on this one versus that one. It was really just hey, if you do the right, I've always believed if you did the right thing, even as a commission salesman, if I sold you the right thing, then that was better for you and for me. And so that
Build
kind
a
of built into,
relationship.
yeah. And you'd come, maybe you didn't spend as much today, but the next day you're going to come looking for me. Go, hey, dude, you sold me absolutely the right thing. I love it. Boom, boom, boom. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do that. Right. And that's the kind of development, how I try to build it. So when I take that into my presentations, when I'm doing these reviews or comparisons between grading companies, I try to go, okay, we're just going to focus on the data or the information or the observations, and try not to put too much color into it. And if you do see something, like when I talk about PGX and I say, hey, I had X percentage rework that I had to do on my stuff, at the same time, that's not to say just call out. I'm not saying these other ones don't do it, because I've had rework with this and I've had rework with this, and making sure that people understand. I'm not saying that the others don't have this. I'm just saying that this maybe was more prevalent on this one versus another brand or something. So anyways, yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You're my go-to for any questions I've ever had for slabbing.
Well, I appreciate that, sir. All right.
All right, thanks everybody. I
See
don't
ya
have
in
any
about an
cool
hour.
outros or
This is the
anything,
outro.
so
This
I
is
almost
the
hit
Viking
leave
outro.
studio. That would have been
This is the
bad.
Viking outro. Like, I don't know.